Hi, this is the walkthrough of Mango Kart, the new trading game by AkriGames. We'll now enter the company name and then we can start playing. This is a turn-based game where you manage a trading company. You buy the mangoes from the producing country Pomeri and sell it back to your own country Pomegranate. Every month there are tasks to be performed along with fixed and random events. At the end of the year, the results of your activity will be published and compared with your competitors. You can find the complete list of tasks and events in the manual, but I also have added some reference in the month list below. For example, we can check what will happen in January. We can now play together a sample year to explore the main game mechanics. We start in January with a bank account. You always need a bank account to be able to perform your business. You can choose between different kind of banks, all of which offer different services for higher or lower fees. For now, we can select the main universal bank and move forward to the next month. In February, you have bank actions available. You can take loan or manage your taxes, or even in the future decide to sell part of your company on the market. In March, we can check the internal management of the company. We can decide the salary and the working condition of our staff. We can increase or decrease. Since now we don't have a lot of money, we can try to decrease a bit the salary. And we hope that our employees will not strike. We can also decide to buy fields rather than buying the mangoes from the producers, but fields are quite expensive and it's not something possible to do in the first year. You need to accumulate some money first. So then we can move forward to April, and this is the month where we can define the contract with the producers. We can choose between 5 mango producers, all of which are different kind of mangoes, treat their workers differently, and also have a different environmental impact. And clearly, the best mangoes will be more expensive than the lowest quality mangoes. For now, let's buy a mid-level product. Always remember that any action that you take will have an impact, medium term or long term. So if you constantly buy the lower quality of the mangoes with a high environmental impact, you will probably face some reputational issues in the long run. Can move forward. We can check the country in May, Comedia, because as we can see, June is the month where the elections are in Comedia. So May could be a good time of the year to check which party will probably win the elections. And if we want, we can also decide to financially support a party, making a donation. Now we don't have a lot of money at this moment, so even if I donate some money will not change the polls much, but once your company is grown, then you can really influence politics. And this is true for both countries, Comedia and Pomeri. So we now move forward. Elections have been won by the main party, and each party will have a different set of policies with regard especially to corporate tax and tariffs. We can now move forward to July. the harvest season is finished and the mangoes that we have purchased are being delivered to us. As we can see, the weather and social conditions were fine, so the 20 tons that we purchased were delivered as promised. Now it's time to arrange shipment. Arrange shipment to Comedia. Again, we have different options. The best shipping company will also be the most expensive, but it will be safer because it is possible that if you select a lower quality shipping company, your fruit stock might get stolen or even robbed by the pirates. For now, we can try the ship life and you can decide to add insurance or not. If we add insurance and our shipment gets lost, we get at least back the money, the value money of the purchase. So let's go ahead. And what we can also do at this time of the year, would be nice to do, is to check our competitors. We have four main companies as our competitors, and we can decide to take actions against them to relatively improve our position in the global standing. For example, this Super Fresh at the moment is our main competitor, because we have similar assets. So I can decide to smear their reputation, and if this is successful, they will suffer some monetary damage. So let's go ahead and let's see what happens. Okay, it looks like nothing happened. Probably we are still too small to be able to influence the price. Be careful, because it can also happen that the other company will retaliate against you, so it's not always a positive outcome that can come out from the competitor sections. Now let's move to September. Okay, we have an event that has popped up. This is a random event. It relates to our bank. It looks like our bank has been hit by big fines, and now they're asking their clients for additional fees to cover their unexpected expenses. So we have this small loss for this year. This is one of the many random events that can happen at any time. While this shipping event, is a fixed event which happens every September and is the outcome of the shipment of our fruit stock. In this case, we've been lucky. Our purchase has been delivered to our warehouse fully, our 20 tons, which we are now ready to sell back in our home country. And again, we can select to sell it back to retail distribution, mostly supermarkets. We cannot sell our fruit stock to beer shops, because they only accept the prime quality mangoes, and the one we bought is average quality. We can also decide to split our revenues between a fixed and a variable part. If we think the market, the demand for mangoes will increase in Comedia in the next few months, we can decide to try our luck. In this case, we take half of the money now, and other half will be depending on the mango demand. Can now move to October. Okay, this is another random event. We have been accused of some generic crimes. I don't remember committing any crimes. We are not evading taxes or anything, so it could probably be maybe some of our competitors are trying to put a bad name of us with the justice system. So now what we can do, we can either try to bribe the officials and get away with just a small payment, or if we are confident enough, we can try to defend ourselves in the court. And since we have done nothing wrong, I think we can select this option for now. Let's see. Now, good news, we are not going to jail. The court has found us not guilty of the crime. Now, if you see some difference in the numbers, it's because in the previous game, the court has found me guilty of a crime. I went to jail and this means game's over, so I had to restart a new game from here. But I just wanted to show you a full year until the January of the second year. So we can go ahead. We choose 50% of variable revenues and we manage an additional profit. This is the fixed part and this is the total variable. This is the difference. Now we completed the year and we can see how we stand against our competitors. We did a very good profit for the first year and we have a good rating. No debt because we didn't take any loans. But we are still the third biggest company. Now in the company page, we can check our financial stats, our properties, the financial stats more in detail, with a breakdown of revenues, expenses, and the balance sheet. We can also manage our reputation in case we feel that our name has been tarnished. We can decide to spend some money to increase the reputation of our company. This is it for the first year for this walkthrough, and I hope you enjoyed and try the game.